Yo, what's up, Pride Nation? Back at you with another video. On today, this is Raw Detroit. Make sure you hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel. Also, click on the bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And also, click on that like button. It's free and it don't cost you a thing. I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Justin May, the rapper. Want to give him a special shout out today, and also a special shout out to his mom, hoping that she'll make a speedy recovery. She's in the hospital recovering from COVID-19. So all prayers up to Justin May, the rapper, and his mother at this time. But without further ado, we're going to get right into the video. We're going to talk about, should the Lions bring in linebacker Joe Schobert? Now, pretty much a lot of us know that the Lions' weakness on the team is the linebacker position. Now, they did draft two linebackers in James Houston and as well as Malcolm Rodriguez. But we really don't know what's going to take place. You know, they said that they're going to allow these guys to compete. Maybe it's going to be Alexander Long, who's penciled in to be the middle linebacker. And we just don't know what they're going to do with the two outside linebackers, or what, you know, what is the development of second-year linebacker Derek Barnes is going to be out of Purdue. So there's a lot of questions coming into the season, especially with the Lions. You know, you can't just be easy, and you just can't be just thinking that everything is all good with the linebackers that you have. Maybe you can add some talent to that, and I definitely think that this guy is a talented linebacker. He was drafted by the Cleveland Browns, and pretty much in 2017, he was a Pro Bowl linebacker. Definitely a guy that is solid in coverage, and that's one thing that the Lions struggle with, is being able to cover tight ends and being able to cover guys coming across the middle and things of that nature. You know, I think that the Lions could upgrade the position and bring in some more linebackers to be able to help this team be a little bit better. Now, I'm not saying that them picking up a linebacker is just going to help everything, but it does help to bring in more help, especially guys that are veteran guys. Like this guy is going on his seventh season in the NFL, and I definitely think that he is a guy that you could bring in and possibly be able to get him to come in and compete with some of these other linebackers, because sometimes you want to be able, the competition brings the best out of players, and sometimes when guys know that there's other guys coming in on the team that can possibly take their position, then guys will step up to the occasion. And normally when they step up to the occasion, then you're going to get the best of the best. And I definitely think that that's something that the Lions need to consider in bringing in a linebacker like Joe Schobert. I don't think anything is wrong with working him out and hosting him and bringing him in. You know, I know that the Lions recently brought in running back Justin Jackson, because they ended up the other running back, Greg Bell, who was from San Diego State, did not work out. So you had to bring in another running back. And, you know, all these running backs are not going to make it. Some of these guys are going to be on the practice squad. But at the same time, you know, if you can upgrade or get help to that linebacking core, I think that would be good. This is a guy that is very solid. He has a season as a Pro Bowl linebacker, and he's very solid in coverage. A very good coverage linebacker, and that's something that the Lions definitely struggle with covering tight ends out of the NFL period. You know what I'm saying? They just struggle with being able to maintain and slow down tight ends. That's been a big problem with the Detroit Lions for a very long time. You know, when they go against guys like Kittle, or if they go against guys like Kelsey or Waller, those guys normally destroy the Lions. Even the Green Bay Packers tight end Robert Tonyan put some work on his Detroit Lions team as well. So, man, I think a guy like Joe, man, would be a nice addition to the team. He has 10 career interceptions, so you know that this guy can make a play on the ball, and he has 5 straight seasons being over 100+ tackles. So this guy is a guy that is a very solid linebacker that is available out there that you can host or bring in and allow to complete with the rest of these linebackers. Because when you really look at it, you don't know who's going to emerge. You don't know if it's going to be Derek Barnes. You don't know if it's going to be Malcolm Rodriguez. You don't know if it's going to be Chris Board, Hamilton, the other kid. You don't know Houston, whoever. I don't know who's going to emerge as the starting linebackers with this team. Right now, I think that Alex Anzalone is probably the one that you would probably say that the Lions will be comfortable with starting in the middle. But the way that Malcolm Rodriguez has been turning heads in training camp, that kind of, it kind of makes you wonder, would they replace Alex Anzalone, who pretty much, when you look at Alex Anzalone, he is a guy to me that is definitely probably more so like a rotational guy or a backup guy. I think if he went to any other team in the NFL, he probably would be a guy that would be in the rotation more so than being a starter. Now with Malcolm Rodriguez, we know that he's young. We know that he may not be the best in coverage. He may be a guy that can come in and play the run better because you have your different type of linebackers. You got linebackers that can blitz and play the run really well, but can't drop back in coverage. It's very rare that you have that linebacker that can do all of it, whether it be able to stop the running back out of the backfield, shooting through the gaps, being able to cover running backs and tight ends out of the backfield. Whatever you're asking that linebacker to do, is not a lot of linebackers that can do both. And he is one of those type of linebackers that can do both. He can come in and play the run and also being able to be great in coverage. And you know that he's great in coverage. If he has 10 career interceptions, that lets you know that Joe is able to get to the football and he has a knack for being around the football and making plays. And I think if the Detroit Lions were to upgrade the position, it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with competition because competition is going to bring the best out of these players. That's what you want. You want the best of the best to be out on the field. You want the best linebackers, no matter if the guy was starting last season or not. It's what have you done for me lately? And we know that's what the NFL is. We know it's a copycat league, and we know it's all about what have you done for me lately. So I just think about the Lions bringing in and hosting linebacker Joe Schobert. I think that it would be an awesome thing for this kid to get an opportunity with the Lions. I definitely think he was working out with the Denver Broncos. I know he last played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then he played also for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And like I said, guys, this guy has been over 5 straight seasons over 100 tackles. So that just lets you know that he does have a knack to be around the football, and he can make plays. And if you're the Detroit Lions, you need a linebacker. You need some linebackers. And there's nothing wrong with getting a linebacker that can drop back in coverage and play some of these tight ends and play some of these running backs out of the backfield. And I think that Joe is one of those guys that's more than competent and able to fulfill those needs for the Detroit Lions. But it's only for the Lions to make the decision to bring in other linebackers. I don't think that they should settle. If you look at the Cowboys, they continue to keep signing all these linebackers, and I'm just scratching my head because it's like, why, when you guys already have all these linebackers on the team, why do you need to keep signing more linebackers? But, hey, that's what they're doing. We're not doing it. And I would love to see the Lions bring in a couple more linebackers to work out, especially if these linebackers, they're not really settled with these guys. I know that the Lions are going to be on Hard Knocks, and it's just going to, it's cameras all over Detroit right now. You got the pivot guys coming in, checking out the Lions. You got a lot of people saying that the Lions have a bright future, but the only thing that people are failing to recognize is that the Lions got to play and they got to win football games. At the end of the day, how you truly change the culture is by winning football games. At the end of the day, the culture is changing. Yes, Dan Campbell is doing a phenomenal job. I love the rah-rah speeches, love the pep talk, love the fieriness of the coach and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, I say this again to you, at the end of the day, it's all about winning football games on Sundays. And if Campbell can start winning football games in Detroit then you can truly say that the culture is trying to make that big leap. The culture is really changing. I know that you only could do it one game at a time, and I want to see the Lions be competitive. They was very competitive last season, and sky's the limit for this team to get better. So picking up another linebacker and hosting another linebacker shouldn't be a problem for the Detroit Lions to be able to do that. But in order to truly change the culture in Detroit, you got to start winning football games on Sunday. That's how you truly change the culture in Detroit. You got to start winning games. And if Dan Campbell can start winning games, man, it's going to be something. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace.